The three coppers arrived in Okpanam near Asaba on a hot Monday afternoon. Dust followed the bus as it left them behind in their NYSC khaki. They were strangers. Ifeanyi, the loud and fearless one. Amaka, bold, curious, always questioning. Ejiro, quiet, observant, and careful. The villagers welcomed them warmly. But something felt off. They were taken to the palace. The king sat tall, his eyes heavy with secrets. "You are welcome," he said. "But there is one rule you must never break." The entire palace went silent. Do not enter the forbidden forest. A chill spread across the room. Ifeanyi spoke up. "Why is it forbidden?" The king tightened his grip on his staff. "That forest is not for humans. Those who enter never return the same." That night, an old woman stopped them. "If you value your lives, stay away from that forest." But Ifeanyi laughed. Village stories. Amaka agreed. "They're just trying to scare us." Ejiro said nothing. That night, strange sounds came from the distance. Whispers, groans, something not human. Ejiro sat up in fear. Outside, the forest stood in silence, watching, waiting. And by morning, one dangerous idea had already formed. What if we go there, just to see? Sometimes, curiosity is the beginning of destruction. Morning came like nothing happened. Birds sang, children laughed. But something had changed. Ifeanyi pointed toward the distant trees. "That's the forest. Let's go check it out." Amaka smiled. "I've been thinking the same thing." Ejiro hesitated. "I don't feel good about this." But they didn't listen. They waited until the village was busy. Then they left quietly. The path was narrow, overgrown. As they walked, the air changed. Colder, quieter. No birds, no sound. Their phones lost signal. Then they saw it. The forbidden forest. Tall trees blocked the sunlight. The entrance looked like a mouth, ready to swallow them. Ifeanyi stepped in first. Nothing happened. He laughed. "See, all lies." Amaka followed. Ejiro paused, then stepped in. Immediately, the wind roared. Leaves flew wildly. Trees twisted. They turned back. The path was gone. And that was when they realized they were no longer inside the forest. The forest was inside them. They thought they entered the forest, but the forest had already trapped them. Panic set in. "Did we come through here?" Amaka asked. Everything looked the same. Then, a sound, a deep groan. Not human, not animal. Something dragged its feet nearby. Then it appeared. Grey skin, empty eyes, moving like a broken puppet. Amaka screamed. Another one appeared. Then another. Dead eyes. Hungry steps. "Run!" Ifeanyi shouted. They ran. But no matter how far they went, they kept ending up in the same place. The forest was playing with them. Then suddenly, a voice echoed. "You are warned." An old man appeared from nowhere. "I am the keeper," he said. "And this forest is not for the living." The creatures knelt before him. "You mocked what you didn't understand," he said coldly. He turned to Ejiro. "You hesitated." Ejiro trembled. "I told them to turn back." The keeper nodded. "This forest hears intention." The ground trembled. "You will pay." One by one. And in that moment, they realized something terrifying. The forest had already chosen who would die. Not everyone who enters the forest comes out alive. The chase began again, this time faster, more aggressive. The creatures were running now. "Split!" Ifeanyi shouted. Before they could stop him, he ran in another direction. Moments later, a scream, silence. Amaka froze. "That was Ifeanyi," Ejiro whispered. "We can't go back." They kept moving. Then they heard it, a weak voice. "Help!" It was Ifeanyi. They found him, trapped, bleeding. "Leave me." He whispered. No! Amaka cried. We can save you. But the sounds were getting closer. I should have listened, he said weakly. Tell them, the forest is not a joke. Shadows moved around them. They had no choice. Ejiro grabbed Amaka. I'm sorry. They ran. Behind them, Ifeanyi screamed. Then, silence. The forest had taken its first life. But it was not done yet. They escaped the forest. But the forest never left them. After hours, or maybe days, they saw light. Real light. They stumbled out of the forest, broken, weak, bleeding. Villagers rushed to them. Where is the third? Amaka cried. Ejiro whispered. We were warned. The king arrived. He listened quietly. Then he said, the forest has taken what it was owed. That evening, rituals were performed. They were told never to speak of it again. But some things cannot be forgotten. Weeks later, officials came asking questions. They gave only one answer. He got lost. But at night, Amaka still wakes up screaming. Ejiro never laughs again. And sometimes, when the wind blows from the forest, they hear a voice calling their names. Final moral. Some places are forbidden for a reason. Curiosity can cost your life. If you enjoyed this story, like, subscribe, and share. And tell me, would you enter the forbidden forest?